Hi guys, I'm Greg Srzavasti with Deepest Dream. Pleasure to meet you both.
You too. Nice to meet you.
So first off, growing up as kids, did you ever have a dream that one day one of your films would be in Cannes as kids? But how does it feel now as adults? And I've never reported. It must be an amazing experience for both of you.
Yeah, I think it's been so surreal. I'm on a high from it all, To go to Cannes and also to be so well received is just, the night it premiered, I think I couldn't stop crying. It was so meaningful to me and just, like you said, just a dream come true.
It's one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world. So especially to get a standing ovation, it was nuts. I didn't know where to put my hands while it was going on. I tried every single position in my pocket.
Australians
Australians
don't like compliments and they don't really like attention. And so they they were like, all right, thank you. Let's go. Let's leave. And I was like, all right, guys.
Like I'd already hugged everyone like 4 times. I didn't know what else to do.
On that sense, this movie has to be seen on the big screen, in my opinion, at least for the first time. What was it like? I'm sure a lot of things are going on in your mind just with this whole thing, but what was it like seeing it with a big crowd in the big screen?
I think that,
Go ahead, sorry. I was just going to say thank you for saying that. Absolutely. It's definitely a movie that you want to go see in the theaters. And, it was so surprising and interesting to watch the movie through other people's perspectives and, where you hear some laughs that I wasn't expecting, where the certain screams are that I was like, oh, but it made it feel so real. And it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. The audience reaction was insane. Yeah. Everyone's laughing, screaming, crying. And it's definitely, you draw a lot from that. And I think it's definitely a group activity.
I'm sure you guys have been over the press rounds, been asked a lot of shark film questions the first time you saw Jaws and whatnot, but maybe you can answer that. But what was the first film that really scared you from the jump when you were a kid and getting into cinema? For me, it was Jaws and The Exorcist. But what about for you guys? Some movie that really scared you as a kid that really marked you?
Oh, I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre always freaked me out as a kid. But Jaws is another one of them. Like in Australia, like you always hear about sharks and whatnot. So that makes it feel a lot more real. But I also get really freaked out about things like Paranormal Activity. The way that was filmed just really freaks me out.
I remember the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
That was so raw. And I'm so easily scared though. There's a scene in City Slickers 2, The Rush for Curly's Gold, which is a comedy, but it's a lightning storm outside but they're inside at night and the lightning strikes and then all of a sudden some dude's face is right there. And it's like that. I still think about that every time there's a storm outside.
So I'm just watching the movie. I'm assuming both of you are passionate about surfing. Is that movie magic, or are both of you really into surfing as well? And if so, what is it about the culture and surfing that draws you both in?
Yeah, he's a great surfer, and we got to surf while we were shooting this movie, which was really fun. And, I think for me, it's just, there's no bad days in the water. It's just good to get in the ocean, even if the waves aren't there. It's just to paddle around and just connect. It's so cool.
Yeah, we lived across the road from the beach. So for me, it's a dream come true, really. I'd surf sometimes before set and after set. So it's like a holiday at the same time, really.
It really was.
Hassie, on your end, without giving too much away, how much swimming did you have to do? And what's the challenge of the screams are amazing. How do you get up for that energy-wise and physicality-wise? Because I think that's pretty impossible to do.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, one of the prerequisites to this movie was being a strong swimmer. That was super important to Sean, and luckily I am a strong swimmer. And the screams came from a real place. It's super guttural. I can't tell you how many times I lost my voice, and but full-on scream queen.
And for you, Josh, again, without giving too much away, you have some really great physical moments, and then there are moments where you're in a very uncomfortable place as well. How much physicality was that? Because it may not seem as much, but it seems like a lot when you really break it down to the science of it, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It was quite a physical role, actually, but for me, I always like a challenge, and I had Jai for most of those bigger physical scenes, and he's done stunt work and fight scenes and all that stuff for a massive part of his career. So I took a lot from him and learned a lot along the way. But yeah, no, it was definitely kind of physically demanding in that harness.
You guys killed it though. Like y'all's chemistry is its own other thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was just so sweet to see.
I love him like a brother, so it was such an easy.
And I got
experience.
two brothers out of this, so
Exactly.
it's great.
Yeah.
You guys are stuck with me.
Absolutely.
Is there something that surprised both of you when you first saw Dangerous Animals? Because this is a thriller that really has a lot of layers to it. So you guys knew the layers because you read the script, but what surprised you both when you first saw the complete cut?
I think for me, it was Jai's performance. When you read the script, I didn't think, like, Tucker's such a charismatic but also menacing character. And then I think that's a big testament to that is what Jai was able to bring to Tucker. Because yeah, I guess you can get played in like a very vast amount of ways. It can
Totally. It could have been dark and heavier, and he found a way to create this like levity with the character and almost like comedic relief that I think makes this genre film fun, you know? And there's like a rewatchability to this movie that I'm really proud of, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait to go watch it in the theater. I'm just gonna hide in there with a hoodie. It's such a fun, cool movie, and just to have that experience of, you know, watching it with other people is so unbelievable.
My final question to both of you is just a quick two-parter. Can each of you name one of your all-time favorite films, and what is it about this film that still to this day resonates with you? And the second part of that question, after watching this film, Dune Prophecy, and Yellowstone, where should our audience go next regarding a film or TV project that you both feel is really underrated in your resume? And thank you for your time.
You can go first.
Okay,
That was
yeah.
kind of two questions.
Yeah, I guess Blue Valentine, it's one of my all-time favorites, and I think it's next to a perfect film. That's one
Yeah.
of my favorite things to watch. And I guess in my resume, yeah, just Dangerous Animals is probably the one that you should watch again after watching
you
it.
guys should go see Dangerous Animals.
Yeah, you go.
Ooh, favorite movie of all time. There's so much pressure there. I always say Legends of the Fall or something like that, but recently I saw a movie called Old Henry that is an incredible movie that just, and it's one of those movies I tell people, like, don't read anything about it, just put it on. And yeah, that was one of the cooler movies I've seen in a while.
And from your body of work, what else should people watch? Dangerous Animals, Yellowstone,
Yeah,
what else?
I'm just Dangerous Animals for now.
Okay, great. Thank you guys so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.